What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, I would love to show you guys what Amazon FBA is about, how you can make money with Amazon FBA, and the inside, the in and out of Amazon, so that you can better prepare for yourself. And if you're new here, my name is Justin. I've been selling on Amazon for over 6 years. I do fight well for myself to where I retire my mom. So one of my businesses, angel investing. And the mission is to giving you guys the right guidance and the right information in the sea of pick guru nowadays, where they are misleading you and giving you raw information that burn. Feel free to comment down below if you have any question for me. And I do apologize for the moving background. It's just because I'm currently traveling and I don't want to make excuses to where I don't make posts for you guys. I do want to show up. I do want to post because I know that you needing these information for your future business.
All right, warrior. So let's get started. So in today's tutorial, I would love to go through quite a little bit of topics that you guys will find it helpful, especially for those that are looking to start selling on Amazon, but you don't know who to trust, and there's so much guru pandemic nowadays, and that's why I want to take my time and put these things together, and I hope that it will help you guys get started on your journey to building that dream, not just only for yourself, but for your loved ones and those that believe in you. All right. So we're going to get started with a couple of topics right here. So number one, can you sell from anywhere around the world? Number two, how does Amazon FBA or autopilot works? And is Amazon FBA similar to drop shipping and wholesale arbitrage? Next is Amazon FBA saturated in 2024. And what made Amazon FBA so powerful? And what does it takes for you to become successful on Amazon and generating money? So let's get started. So number one, can you sell from anywhere around the world? Yes, you can. I have received so much question from you guys, especially ever since my Instagram blew up to about 135,000 now. I got so many messages from a lot of you guys from Singapore, UAE, and some are from Romania, Russia, and Canada. And I would love to address this, is that yes, you can sell on Amazon as long as you are 21 and above. And also, no matter what country resident are you, as long as you have proper document, as long as you have access to capital, all you need to do is go to Amazon.com and sign up for an account, and then follow the prompt that Amazon will need from you. They would asking you to give them certain document. Let's say, for example, if you have formed a business in the United States, there's another long story, but I'm gonna come with another tutorial video, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, but as long as you have official document of your LLC and also your bank statement, same with your proof of address and a valid ID, and that's quite a big part of it, so that you can be able to register to sell on Amazon. So next, I will go over how does Amazon FBA work. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are asking me about what is Amazon Autopilot. Is it quite different than Amazon FBA? So with Amazon FBA, pretty much you are building a brand. So the process of it is like you finding the products, you sourcing for the product yourself, creating your own listing images, and do your own marketing. That we call Amazon FBA. So for the keyword autopilots, pretty much we outsourcing majority of the process. For example, let's say about sourcing, I put this graph right here, which is finding a manufacturer for your product. You can outsource this. You can have a sourcing agent for you. Instead of you have to reach out, let's say, to 10 different manufacturers and stay up at 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. at nighttime to communicate with different manufacturers, you can have a sourcing agent who are locally in China, who know the language, who can help you negotiate, who have relationship with other manufacturers so that they can give you a better pricing. We also have the part where you take the photo, the images, and writing down your copywriting. That part you can also outsource as well, because it's only like 1 to 2 times to get it done. In packaging, shipping the product to Amazon, pretty much that what the term FBA is for. It stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. And step 6, sit back and wait for those profit while you're running marketing. Okay, so that's what the term autopilot come in place. So my point here is that you can do either Amazon FBA, where you do everything by yourself, working with manufacturers, creating your listing images and copywriting, sending it to Amazon and run marketing, or you can outsource it, most of those tasks except product research, because you need the skill, and same with marketing. But once you're able to learn this, we will teach you how to outsource this, okay? And I will make another video in the future that talk about how you can hire people so that you don't get scammed or you don't get taken advantage of you guys. Let's talk about step number 1, desire and preparation. So most of you guys watching this video, you want to start making money with Amazon, but you don't know how long it takes, the habit and the knowledge that it will need it. So first, I want you to have a piece of paper next to you. I want you to write down the desire. Identify your why you want to get started on this journey. It could be your family, it could be for yourself, or for your parents, those that you love and care about. Why? Because building an Amazon business is no different than building a traditional business. It's going to be tough, but as long as you know your why and use it as a fuel and motivation, whenever time gets tough, you don't give up. And time dedicated for Amazon FBA, I know a lot of you guys asking this question, so I would love to answer it, is that I want you to first create a schedule and consistently dedicate it 1 hour per day just for learning. Let's say if you start any kind of business, learning is required. And for Amazon FBA, it's only take you about an hour a day. We have so many people who are working at the 9-to-5 jobs and they're still finding time. You know how they find time? By putting your phone down, deleting your social media after 7 p.m. so that you can have time to focus on your work. Because if you focus on things that are not bringing you further into your future, it's considered as a distraction. And your phone right now is your biggest enemy. What I want you to do, go into screen time and see where your time is being invested, okay? So number 3, I want you to write down habit. Asking yourself right now, what are the habits that making you money? And what are the habits that are not making you? Scrolling social media maybe not one of the money generating one, right? So writing down those habits and start replacing it with habit that works. For a student, we make them work out because your health is your biggest wealth. And then we make sure that they read every single day or listen to audiobook, because the more you read and the more you learn, the more you earn. And all the great leaders in the world are readers. So you would read business books and surrounding yourself with the right people. So in my YouTube channel, I do have a list of books that I recommend for you, especially when it's come for you to become an entrepreneur and also starting to sell on Amazon. I will link the video in the description for you, okay? Remember, you are who you hang out with. The 5 friends that you hang out with will show you your future. So making sure that asking yourself, who are my growth friends and who are my still friends? And then be selective with them, okay? Next is money. Prepare your finance, start saving, cutting down costs, and building good credit. Because if you live in America, you are living in one of the greatest countries in the world, where you get access to credit card with 0% interest. Like yesterday, I talked to one of my students where I helped her acquire credit card at 0% interest, and that would help you start building a positive cash flow business to where it's consistently producing income for you and for your business. Alright, so let's go to number 2 as you preparing for your journey, okay? So finding a profitable product is important, and why? You will need product research tool like Helium 10. Let me show you. So this is Helium 10. So basically what they do is they will providing you data from Amazon of how much specifically a certain seller is making. Let's say, for example, this person right here, they are making about $37,000 every single month, and per year that easily 370,000 US dollar. And you can also see their sales when they got started. So this person, they started in 2022, and you can see the sales graph. So Helium 10 are providing you data that allow you to make informed decision whether or not you want to pursue certain products. And you also have tool inside of Helium 10 that can get you to do product research as well. All right, so let's go to B. Make sure that when you do product research with Helium 10, you would have a certain criteria, and major of them is product price. You want to make sure you're selling your product $35 and above. Why? Because $35 and above is allow you to have healthier profit margin and less competition. There are more profit and more room for improvements. Keep in mind, the higher the price of your product, the less of the competition, because not everyone have $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000 laying around. So the higher the budget that you come in, the less competition that you have to face. But also, you would have to be strategically moving, okay? You cannot just launch your product and expect to be selling without proper strategy, because business is war. So making sure that you have your own strategy. So sourcing and listing creation, you can use Alibaba 1688 or Autopilot, which is leveraging sourcing agent to find a product for you. Number 2, focus on relationship building, because just like when you work with a manufacturer or a sourcing agent, relationship building is important. So when you work with a sourcing agent, they already have good relationship with the manufacturers, and that allow a better price compared to us as a foreigner to go into Alibaba and 1688 to negotiate. So next is spending a little bit of money on quality. So a lot of us here, when it's come to sourcing, we want the cheapest product, but keep in mind, cheaper product doesn't mean it's going to be good. And anything that are good will not be cheap. So making sure on your first batch of product, focus on the quality. Okay. Next is invest in high quality imagery, videography, and cell copy. So you may be asking, what about all of this? Let me show you. Alright, so as you see, this is the imagery where they show you what the product is about, the functionality, and keep in mind, in these images, focus on telling the customer why your product is better. Because with Amazon, people go on Amazon, they already knew exactly what they want to buy. So making sure that you be competitive when it's come to like selling your product. Why? Because when the customer visit Amazon, they're going to be bombarded with a bunch of products. And let's say if they click on one of the products, let's say if they click on your product, you're going to be telling the customer, hey, why my product is better than the competitor. So by the time they visit other people, they say, wow, your product offer, let's say your bundle products, is way, way better and at a cheaper price. And that allow you to convert a potential buyer into an actual buyer. Okay, so go back here. These are the imagery, and this is the video where you show the customer the product in action. And this is the copywriting. You can either do graphic, you can also talk about the products. Let me show you a different example here. There you go. So about this item, usually it has to be longer because there's a lot of room for you to put in. But think of it this way. When you walk into a store, the salesperson is talking to you, communicating with you about the product, right? On Amazon, these consider as the communication of your product listing to the customer, and same with images. So making sure that you write something that trigger the emotion of the customer and allow them to know why your product is better. Same with right here. These we consider them as a copywriting, okay? Talk about this product is X, Y, and Z. Why is better than the competitor, and then shows in action. Yep, so that is the copywriting, imagery, and videography. Alright, so let's talk about shipping to Amazon. So you can use, most of the time, let's say if you are using a sourcing agent, they have their own connection of a freight forwarder where they will send the product directly from China to Amazon warehouse, as long as you're providing to them a shipping label that you will get from Amazon when you're creating a shipping plan with Amazon. You can also work with the yourself, and most of the time they do have connection with the freight forwarder for the product from China to Amazon warehouse. One tip for you is I want you to always sourcing for at least 3 potential of a logistic company that would allow you to know who offer the best price. And next, marketing while you're sitting at home. So there's a few types of marketing on Amazon. Number one is Amazon advertising, which is pay per click. Another one is influencer marketing, word of mouth, referrals through your friend and family. And then last one is pay ad, Facebook ad, Google ad. If you're a beginner, just focus on these three. Why? Because with pay ad, you have to know what you're doing. Otherwise, you would lose a lot of money. For Amazon advertising, when you spend money on Amazon to advertise your product, essentially you are building a relationship with Amazon, and Amazon would also prioritize you over the seller who are not using Amazon advertising. And over the time, once you build enough reputation on Amazon with your review count and a lot of customers purchase your product, eventually Amazon will give you organic ranking, meaning Amazon just push your product to the front page. And that's when you can start reducing your costs and increasing your profit margin. So influencer marketing, the term of this is like you finding people who are influential. You make a deal with them in exchange for a product and a commission. They will promote your product to their audience. So word of mouth right here, which is friends and family. All right. So next question that we have here is Amazon FBA similar to drop shipping and wholesale arbitrage? Nope, it's different. So with Amazon FBA, you are building a solid brand with your logo on it, just like Steve Jobs building Apple. You can control the product quality to make sure that your customers are happy and keep making recurring purchases. You are building a legacy business that will last for years while producing positive cash flow for you and your family to come while building up brand equity. So you may be asking what is brand equity is about. So a brand is like a new build home. It will take time at first to build the foundation, to build your brand, but by the time you launch it and more people to come back and purchase your product where you get a higher reviews over the years, it become an asset that you can sell to investor, private equity, and at the same time you also get a monthly income once the store is set up. It's work on itself pretty much with minimal of your time to manage it. Two ultimate goal for you to build a brand is number one, monthly cash flow. Just think of it, if you guys are in real estate, you know that if you have a home, you can rent it out. Same. Here is to get a monthly cash flow, right? On Amazon, you don't work a lot of hours, but you can still get that recurring revenue and also the monthly net profit. And the second biggest payout is you can sell your company for a 30 to 50x more based on your net profit. An example here is, let's say this store right here, their monthly net profit is about $5,000 and the multiple is about 31. So the interest stream multiple is about 30 to 50. So they can list their brand for about $163,000. Keep in mind your brand has to be within 1 year old and a couple products in the store before you can list it on Empire Flipper, okay? And there are stores that you can sell for millions of dollars. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people are doing this. They build brand and they exit it for hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Like my mentor, Charlie, he exited his brand for a figure. What I'm sharing with you this is focus on a bigger goal, okay? Building a brand is not easy. However, always aim for the biggest payout. When you start building it, and you can selling it just like a house. Next one is Amazon FBA saturated in 2024? Let me show you this graph, okay? So this is how much of demand of customer are purchasing on Amazon. So Amazon continuously growing every single year. And right now, Amazon have over 300 million customers, but only 1% of them, which is about 1 million, seller only. So the ratio is like really 1 to 300. So there's a lot of room. I entered the market in 18. I also have my students. So I have a lot of people that I'm able to help them to make money on Amazon. Let's say, for example, this person right here. You see the spike. So this one is 19 to 20. So we're talking about whether or not Amazon is saturated. Let's talk about the most recent one. We got 2022 and 2023 right here. A lot of wins. As long as you have a strategy, you can start making money on there. Like 23,000 right here, 10,000 right here, 32,000 right here. Keep in mind this is recent, okay? We also have another one at 500,000 in 30 days. I do have a case study of him in the video description, so make sure you check that out as well. So let's go back on my point here is that Amazon is still a good place for you to go in and start building your wealth. However, just making sure that you know what you're doing, because otherwise you would not make it on Amazon. Okay, so I highly recommend you guys to learn first, read a lot of books, learn from qualified mentor and teacher, and that allow you to minimize mistake and also save you time. Like this person, 88,000 per month with Amazon. So next, what make Amazon so powerful? So we're talking about reach. Amazon have over 20 plus marketplace. Let's say once you'll be able to build your brand within the United States, you can branch out your brand to Amazon Canada. And the process is not something crazy. You just tell Amazon that, hey, I would love to sell on Amazon Canada. And they send you that invitation, and then you just send your inventory to Amazon Canada and just list your product up and start selling. You can reach Amazon customer from so many different marketplaces that allow you to build multiple income stream. We're not even talking about listing your product on eBay, Etsy, and selling it to wholesale to different marketplace. I do want to go with you a little bit of the pros and cons of selling on Amazon. So that's just for your information, because I know a lot of you guys carry that dream of your family, and just like myself, I know sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's hard, sometimes you do not want to make the wrong decision because in some way your loved ones will be affected by your decision. And that's why it's crucially important for you guys to do due diligence. I know it's tough sometimes. I've been in your shoe and I make a lot of mistake. I failed. I lost like $15,000 because I was inexperienced and I tried by myself. And I'm like, I'm done with all the trial and error. So let me just got myself a mentor, learn from him. So I learned from my mentor Charlie, and that allowed me to learn from his mistake and also learn what was working for him to help him build a 8-figure company. And that's why I want to be here, perhaps be a mentor for you on the YouTube University and show you what are possible. Okay. So right here, access to Amazon loyal customer. Like I shared with you is they have a ton of customer. And if you're using Amazon FBA, it helps you to take care of all the logistic, because Amazon, they allow you to share their warehouse. They handle the storage, fulfill the order to the customer, and handle customer service for you. So my experience, I used to run a warehouse of our last company, and it was a lot of work. And then let's say if you didn't sell anything, you're still stuck in a 1-year contract, and then you have employees that you have to pay. With Amazon, they do most of that work for you, and then they share that warehouse with multiple sellers. So let's say if you do not sell anything, you don't have to pay the employee costs. You don't have to pay an expensive rent that would tie you in for a year. Let's say if you don't want to sell on Amazon anymore, there's no contract where you have to get stuck in their contract for a year. You can withdraw anytime. And the benefit of becoming an Amazon FBA seller is that you would get the advantages of the Prime badge. Whenever you have access to the customer on Amazon, and if they purchase you more and more, you got different badges, okay? So next, concept selling on Amazon. Storage fee, even though that you're sharing the warehouse with other seller, I do want to bring it up just so that you can have better understanding and more information, okay? So storage fees, and you be storing your item in Amazon using FBA Fulfillment Center, you will need to pay a storage fee. But keep in mind, it's not a significant high fee, and you will not get stuck in a 1-year contract. If you rent a warehouse nowadays, at least $2,000 to $3,000 minimum. 1-year contract, you have to hire your employees, and you cannot break the contract with them. But on Amazon, you pay a small fraction, and with the employee, if you don't sell, you don't pay at all. There are 2 types of storage fee, monthly fee and age fee. So I highly recommend you to go through Amazon official website. I'll put this QR code right here. So you can just use your phone and scan this so that it opens up for you. So I'll leave it here for about 2 seconds. 1, 2. Alright, so Amazon FBA Fulfillment. This is going to go further into detail for you about what are the costs by selling on Amazon. And the FBA fee, you can scroll down here and you can see the fee, all the details. So let's say if you already have a product or you're planning to sell a product, making sure that your product is small and lightweight if you're a beginner. But let's say if you're selling furniture is a little bit tricky, but as long as the fee working here, you can sell it easily. Alright, so we share the fee already. FBA fee usually 15 to 25%. And some other cons is like if you're first selling on Amazon, you know that when you were Amazon customer, it's easy for you to return the product. So now you flip the script and become a seller. Sometimes the seller encounter a lot of return, but it's just normal for Amazon seller like us. So just be okay with it. But then you can always resell your product by sending it back to Amazon or resell it in a Facebook marketplace. Alright, so what does it take to become a successful on Amazon? Number one is time. If you do not have time and that mental space, is going to be harder for you. And a lot of the time, it's just really 1 hour a day. And the more you go, the faster you will get to success. Time is important. That's why for me, I always have set my own schedule, daily schedule, and then dedicated 1 hour for me to learn. If you don't have time, and if you are struggling with a lot of like things going on and you just want to go straight to the learning without going through a lot of research, we do have a mentorship program. It's not open to public, it's invitation only because we do not take a lot of people in as we are small teams, but we do give you all the blueprint that needed and also all the connection that would help you guys save times and learn from a mistake and on blueprint to success. So what you can do is you can fill out the application right here. If it is a good fit for you, we will give you an invitation. And also by filling out this application, you will get a ton of tutorial that you will not be finding elsewhere, but within our Shift4 Academy. Number two is to be successful on Amazon, money is important. And that's why I highly recommend starting to build up good credit so that you can leverage the bank for funding. I'm going to show you an example here. This website is Nerd Wallet. I would also put the QR code here that would help you guys to kind of take a look into it. So use your phone and scan this QR code. That will bring you to this website. So basically right here, they are giving you 0% interest for 15 months. Billing cycle is like per month, okay? So each of them, let's say if you have good credit score and you have a good 9 to 5 income, then most of the time they will give you quite close to your current credit line or more. So there's a lot of credit card. Even myself, I'm using this to build my business. For those that are not American residents, make sure that you check with your local bank to see if they have any product that are similar, and then you can get these benefits. Basically, you get a ton of credit card with 0% interest that you can get started to your Amazon journey. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. So you can borrow up to about 10 years worth of funding. Let's say if your business is about $10,000 or $20,000. And if you open one credit card like this, man, you got a lot of benefit, and also including cashback. Let's say you put your business costs on this one, you earn $750 cashback. So by using credit card, you're able to make money on your business right away. So after you spend $6,000, this one is an easy number, because for you to sell on Amazon, you will need to have access to about $10,000 just for that budget, okay? It may sound a lot to a lot of people, but keep in mind, if you were to open your own restaurant, it easily $200,000 just for a restaurant. So selling on Amazon to test the proof of concept is easy. And if you start selling, and then you can start double down on what is already working. But go back to my point here. You make money by using credit card. A ton of different credit card that you can leverage. Let me show you another one. You see, cashback. So by spending total of $9,000, so you get a lot of cashback. Alright, and the last one is mindset. So why mindset is important is a lot of us having a 9 to 5 mindset of I want money right away. However, when you're building a business, it will take you a minimum of 6 months to 1 year after you launching to really stabilize your business. You will not see a positive cash flow right away, just like when you're building your first home. But remember, we're in here for a bigger payout, okay? That's why you need to read books in order to have that long-term mindset. So that's why I put together this video where there's a list of books that you can get started to learn so that you can build good habit, good mindset, and that would eventually help you to get to the next level. Remember, the next level would require newer software, and that will get you to the next level. Well, I hope you guys find it helpful. These are the sources that I use in this video. Well, let's wrap this video up, shall we?
All right. I hope you guys find those information helpful. And I do want to thank you for staying all the way to the end of this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down. For those that are afraid to start your journey or you've been postponing, I just want to really share with you that 1,000 steps journey to your success, it will start with the first step, and you have to start taking action. The fact that you're able to complete this video have really shown me that you are a future winner. You will be the first millionaire in your family, and you will break that generational curse because I believe in you, and you have to believe in yourself. Consider subscribe. And if you want to learn more about Amazon, how to build brand, I do have a ton of free resources that you can find on my website, amzshufu.com, or check the video description for more detail. See you guys in the next video.